Namaste. The Supreme Court of India has made a remarkable observation today. Reportedly, in the Manipur case, one intervener requests the Supreme Court to take cognizance of crimes against women in West Bengal. CJI D.Y. Chandrachud replies, undoubtedly there are crimes which are taking place against women across the country. That is a social reality. But here we are dealing with something which is of unprecedented magnitude, namely crimes and perpetration of violence against women in a situation of communal and sectarian strife. There is no gainsaying the fact that crimes against women are taking place in all parts. The only answer is this: you cannot excuse what is taking place in one part of our country like Manipur on the ground, that similar crimes are happening in other parts too. Questions is, how do you deal with Manipur? Mention that. Are you saying protect all daughters of India or don't protect anyone? CJI asks the council. A fantastic question, a remarkable observation by the Honorable Chief Justice of India. I thank the Chief Justice of India for such observation. The only question which is being asked to the Honorable Supreme Court is that if you have to selectivize, if you have to selectively pick up this woman to protect and this woman not to protect, what would be the basis of selectivity? What would be the basis of specificity? That is the sole question which is humbly being asked to the top court of Bharatvarsha. Definitely we are not saying that either protect all daughters or don't protect anyone. We are not saying that. We are saying protect all daughters and raise your voice for all daughters of India. And if you have to go for a selective choice, if you have to go for selectivism, then what would be the basis of selectivity? What would be the basis of specificity? The CJI Chandrachud has clarified that the Manipur woman's case is special because it is happening in a war-like situation, in a communal and sectarian strife. And I agree with the CJI is dragging women in conflicts and objectifying women in a conflict-like situation, objectification of women, weaponization women in conflicts is absolutely not Bharatiya concept. It is not at all Bharatiya. We do not consider women as war booty. That is not our culture. So CJI is protesting against that in Manipur it happened in a situation of communal and sectarian strife, and that is why it is actually shaking our conscience. Absolutely correct, sir. And I also want to drag the notice of my lords that in post-poll West Bengal violence 2021 too, it was largely a communal and sectarian strife. Women were targeted rampant. 7,000 women were sexually assaulted. So many gang rapes. And the data suggests that the victims of gang rapes were all Hindu women. And the perpetrators, the majority of perpetrators were not Hindu. So we can safely, rationally and logically say it was also a sectarian and communal conflict, sectarian and communal strife where to the women were objectified, where to the women were dragged, women were weaponized. But Supreme Court didn't take so much of cognizance, and not only that, 2 gang rape victims had appealed to the Supreme Court. Supreme Court took 3 weeks just to list hearing of their petitions. One of the women were 64 years old. The other woman was 17 years old. But just to list hearing of their petitions, Supreme Court took 3 weeks. The question is, why this difference? And if this difference is logical and if this difference is judicious, then what is the basis of such judiciousness? That is the sole question we want to ask to the Supreme Court of India. Thank you very much.